or cardiovascular disease, and COVID-19 just happened to show up in your system, your death certificate will say COVID-19. But here's the disturbing part. The PCR kit used to test for COVID-19 is completely useless. The inventor of the test, Kerry Mullins, has stated, and I quote, "These PCR tests cannot detect free infectious viruses at all." In addition, the CDC themselves have admitted the PCR test does not take into account bacterial infection or co-infections with other viruses. So why on earth are we using this test? Well, the answer is simple. If the government can produce thousands of false positives and parade this information with the help of the mainstream media, of course, lockdowns will be easier to enforce. Here's a question. Does anyone else find it odd that the majority of those who tested positive for COVID-19 are healthy people showing zero symptoms? Look at it this way. If you thought you had a flu, did you ever ask your doctor to test you? I don't think so. So why are we testing ourselves for COVID-19 when the cure is simply stay at home and rest? If this is such a deadly virus, wouldn't our hospitals be overflowing with patients? Wouldn't this virus affect both old and young? Imagine for a second, if people all of a sudden stopped getting tested for COVID-19, the media would be silenced and life would go back to normal. Here's how the media keeps us afraid. News headlines will emphasize the growth in new case numbers while ignoring the fact that we're testing 8 times as many people per day as we were during the height of the pandemic in April and May. It was actually last Friday that we set a record, testing 48,000 Ontarians in one single day. Instead of the hysteria focusing on new case numbers, we should aim to focus on what really matters. Number of hospitalizations, number of people in ICU, and the number of deaths. The harsh lockdown measures take aim at the working age Canadian and ignore the truth about COVID-19 fatalities. Namely, that the average age of COVID-19 deaths in Canada is 84.8 years old. Compare that to the life expectancy in Canada at 82 years. So when you dig into these numbers, you soon realize that our government's level of insanity is off the charts. What's worse is that our government's new economic lockdown measures aren't even designed to protect elderly Canadians or improve conditions at long-term care facilities. So even knowing how to fix the problem, they choose not to. I wonder why. These measures in place will destroy businesses, kill jobs, and plunge countless people into misery and despair, all while claiming to save lives. Did you know that the Ontario government is refusing to release the mortality data from March to June 2020? This data tells us exactly how many people died from COVID-19. But apparently, they won't have this data ready until June 2021. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I was trying to scam people, I'd be hiding all my files until next year too. When it comes to masks, there is nothing safe about them. They do not stop nanoscience particles from penetrating. They are a breeding ground for bacteria because of moisture retention. Masks are very and cause chronic stress on the body. Secondly, the mask you wear is extremely unhealthy. Wearing a cloth on your Sweden don't wear masks or social distance. Yet, in the last few months, their death rate has actually been minimal and comparable to Canada. But if lockdowns work so well, shouldn't Sweden's numbers be much higher than Canada's? Especially per capita. This proves, without a doubt, that lockdowns and masks don't work. Here are some things you won't hear from the media. There are two types of positive cases. One being someone who might have come in close contact with someone who tested positive, and the other is an actual confirmed test. So technically, anyone feeling healthy who hasn't gone anywhere near a testing site can still be counted as a case. One more fact. On May 17th, Ontario Public Health admitted that they increased mortality rates by 50%. Dr. Lawrence Rosenberg, Montreal's medical officer, has stated, and I quote, "This COVID virus is much like the seasonal flu." Dr. Richard Shabazz, former Ontario Chief Medical Officer of Health, stated, and I quote, "We have fundamentally overreacted to COVID-19. Dr. Mike Yeadon, former Chief Science Officer at pharmaceutical giant Pfizer, said, and I quote, "Most, if not all, the PCR tests result in false positives due to high CT thresholds. Children should not be forced to wear masks all day in school. It is not healthy nor helping to keep them safe. Having a child isolated and being told to social distance themselves from others will have untold psychological and physiological effects. Their masks will dehumanizing, increase their anxiety, and reduce their ability to bond with their teacher. Did you know that not one person under the age of 20 has died directly from COVID-19? Even after COVID-19 deaths have plummeted, our own public health officer of Canada, Teresa Tam, has already stated that masks may be around for another 2 to 3 years. This is also the same person who supports rounding people up and throwing them in jail if they refuse a vaccine. When you think about the lengths our government will go to, is there really anything off the table? In September 2020, the federal government posted contractors to supply, provide, and manage quarantine isolation camps throughout every province in Canada. These quarantine isolation camps,
thank you, brother.
are
Very
not
nice.
just limited to people with COVID, but provide a wide latitude for many people to be detained